Good morning, Terrence. This is your favorite alien speaking. I know you the other day when I did a video, I told you that I was going to be off for the summer, but I forgot today is Memorial Day, the federal holiday that it's actually the 31st of May, but today being the 28th, the American government set it as the official Memorial Day. So for you Americans, I decided to do a video and titled it Aliens uh, Take on Memorial Day. Um, and I know today some of you are going to get washed out, especially in Georgia and the East Coast where the rain's going to be here. So you're going to be saying, yuck, I get a day off for what, right? Others, especially the older generation, will be going to the cemetery. And the younger generation, they could care less. Hot dogs, who cares about that? Hot dogs and hamburgers. But speaking as an alien, because we've had our equivalent of your Memorial Day for millennia now, officially, we look at Memorial Day differently than you do. Now, here, and I'm speaking to the Americans because it's their day, um, I know a lot of you other Terrans have your version of Memorial Day, but you probably are the same way as the Americans. The day is supposed to remember people who lost their lives in war. But this is the problem that you guys have with war. You think of everything binary, 0 and 1, yes and no, yin and yang, war and peace, money and broke. And that's the wrong concept to have of a civilization and life. War and peace are not opposite of each other. And there is no such thing as a long peacetime with no war, because you would be so detrimental it wouldn't even be funny. Or everything but war, and you would be just like the Germans. The problem is that in the 20th century, this world got a taste of what total war is during what you call World War II. Total war. There was no such thing as civilians. Look at the people in Dresden, or, the people in London. I mean, there was no such thing as civilians. Neither side gave quarter. That is total war. And like I told you in my other videos, war only happens for two things. One, you got a society or a civilization that hates you with all their passion and want to wipe you out off the face of the earth. And two, you want to survive. So that's the only reason why you have a war. That's what you got the two sides. One wants to annihilate you, you want to survive. You guys have made war here to be clean. You had proxy wars because you don't want to fight another total war. You've had your taste of it. But see, the problem is, once that generation dies off, the succeeding generations forget what the taste of that thing was. And you go back to being who you are. We need war. We need war. Peace? Well, if you had a long time of peace, you would be so bored, according to you guys. It would be crazy. So here's what I'm saying. And I'm invoking a guy who passed away a while back. I know most of you saw him on 60 Minutes, but most of you put him down to file 13, as you always do. Andy Rooney. And he had this special just before he died, I think it was 2005, where he explained what Memorial Day was to him. Because he was a World War II veteran. And I don't mean to put World War II veterans on a pedestal, but as Mr. Brokaw said, they're the greatest generation because no matter if you were fighting a war at home here, you knew what total war was. I mean, today's generation don't understand what rationing is. and why you had to, everything was for total war. You couldn't go buy your stuff at a store because there wasn't any. Tires? Well, you had to do with what you had because all the rubber was gone to the war effort. You even had bonds that you know, whatever money you made, you put in little bonds, and that was for money for war. That's total war, people. Something you guys don't understand. And I hope you never do, but sooner or later you're going to have to fight a total war. Because, like I told you in my other videos, you got an entity out there that's been hating you guys for millions of years. And for 70,000 years, they got a burr up their butt. And they want to destroy you guys. So, whatever you do, think of the people who you lost, especially in Vietnam. You fought a war there that meant nothing. And what did you do with those people? You just threw them down file 13. So are you going to throw everybody down file 13? Memorial Day should mean more than hot dogs, get drunk, and have all kinds of yee yeah 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 yeah. But it's up to you. Thanks.